Good evening, everyone. I am going to do a review on this LED 32-inch Nightlight light bar for a second gen Toyota Tacoma. I have a 2008 Toyota Tacoma Sport that I put the light bar on. I just got through finished doing it. This is my first video, by the way, so bear with me. I wasn't going to make a video, but I had a hard time installing this light. Everybody says it's real easy, and it is. It is easy. But I had a hard time because of the brackets that I ordered. I ordered some brackets from Amazon, and it said that it was for a 32-inch LED light bar for the bumper mounts, and it is for a second gen Toyota Tacoma. It also says that it's for the Tundras. It gives you the year that it's good for, a 2005 all the way to a 2000, I believe, 18 Tacoma, and then it also gives you the year of Tundras that it's good for. This is a 2008 Tacoma. Okay, so I decided to make this video because I thought, man, I'm having a hard time, and if anybody else goes through this, you're going to be stressed out. So, not to worry. Here's the problem. First of all, when you install this, take off this grill. It's real easy. Some people will say, oh, you don't need to. Believe me, it'll make your life much easier when you're installing this. Okay, so what you do is 10 millimeter bolt right there, 10 millimeter bolt right there. That's two. Then these little plastic clips, just get a flathead screwdriver, pop that up, and another one right there. This whole grill will come off, and you'll have all the room needed to install this light bar. You just put the light bar down in through there. Now, these brackets here, let me see if I can get under here and show you. Okay, these are the brackets that I purchased from Amazon right here. Okay, you take off these two bolts, 14 mil. And the bracket is scratched up because I had to, I'll tell you why in a little bit. But anyways, when I mounted these brackets, the end of that bracket, see how it's touching that plastic opening of my bumper where the light bar is going to shine through? Well, I cut off about a good 2 inches, so I wouldn't have been able to use this bracket if I didn't cut that off, because it would have hit the opening here. Let me show you. It would have hit this opening right here, and see how I cut it off and it touches perfect. I cut it off over here, and again, it touches perfect. I measured it just where I need to, and I just got a grinder. I'll show you what I used. I used this grinder right here. This is the grinder that I used to cut it off. Okay, and the piece that I cut off is right here. Look at that. That's probably about a good 2 inches, I would say, maybe 1.5 inches. I cut that off, and that's where you were supposed to mount the bolt through right there to mount up to that bar. But like I said, it was sticking out. So right there, if I put that up to there, look at that. It's going to stick out and it's going to hit this. That's why I had to cut that off. All I did was, and that's why this is, like I said, I'll tell you why it's all scratched up. It's scratched up because I cut it off and it had some metal burrs, and I just kind of grinded it down with that wheel that I had to cut it off. But it cut through it like butter. Just cut it right off. And then I got a drill bit that's made for steel, and I just drilled a hole through there on both ends, and then it mounted right up. And so let me show you. It's all installed now, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's bright as can be. So check it out. It is bright. Came out good. Okay, now for the wiring, it's not hard at all. Okay, all you got to do is see that little rubber boot right there? Just get an X-Acto knife, cut a little plus, and then you can fish your wire through there. There's a connector on the wire. It comes apart. You can release it and then fish that in through it, and then pull it out from underneath the dashboard when you fish it through. Okay, and then you're going to have to pull this tray out right here. Comes out real easy. Then it's going to come out right through. I don't know if you can see where that flashlight is. There's an opening right there in the carpet. Fish it right through there. Okay, and then I pulled it out and I zip tied it underneath here to other wires. See how clean it looks? And they give you a lot of excess wiring, so you're going to have a bunch of wire left over. But I folded it up and I zip tied it to here. You can't even tell. Okay, the other issue that I ran into, so with this light bar, it comes with this connector right here, square little on and off button. Some of them come with a little round red button, but then you're going to have to drill a hole in your dash. You don't want that. Just if you have a Tacoma like this, see these are blanks right here. Look, they just pop in and out. Easy. Boom. Right there. So I chose to put it right here. I have some pods that I got a couple days ago as well. And I'm going to put the other one probably right here or right here. Maybe right here, so it's not right next to it. But anyways, I'll use this one. But when you pop this out, okay, this switch is square just like this. But the thing is it doesn't fit in there. It's just a little too big, this switch. So what I did is I got a Dremel, and I just kind of grind that plastic down around there. Just Dremel it little by little and try it. If it doesn't fit, do some more until it fits. Now it fits snug, perfect, okay? So everything is perfect, and then this just pops in and out real easy. Boom, done, okay? And then, you know, you want everything clean, so it's real easy. You're gonna have a red wire with a little round deal. You just take this bolt off, mount it to the positive. The black wire, you could either mount it to your negative. I just use this right here. This is a ground wire coming from the battery. I just took that bolt off because it had a washer there. Put the wire there, boom. And then this like little relay that it comes with, it has a little metal bracket so that you can screw it. Well, there was a blank hole that was threaded already on the side right here, the firewall, inside, under the hood. And I just found a little screw that fit, and I got a washer, and I just mounted it, and it mounted perfect. That's not going anywhere. And then I just, like I said, I zip tied everything real nice, zip tied it here. That way everything, it's not just wires thrown everywhere. Okay, and then I zip tied over here. The other thing I did is they gave me a lot of excess wire over here. So what I did is I had some little connectors. I cut the wire that was not going to be needed. I cut that probably a good 4 or 5 feet of wire, because if not, then you're going to have to wrap it all up and you're going to have wire all underneath here. So what I did is I cut the wire, and then I just spliced the wire with some wire splicers right here, okay, just like this. And then I had the little connectors over here. If you buy this kit from the store, you got all your little connectors. So these are the connectors that I used right there. And then you put the wire in through the hole there, and then you use that to just crimp it down. And then you won't have all that excess wire all over the place, right? So it just comes from the light bar through there, and then this wire connects right there. Boom. You don't have all that excess wire. Next, I'm going to do the pods. I'll make a video on that. But I hope this video helps you guys out. Remember, like I said, if you get those brackets from Amazon and it hits right here, don't stress out. You don't want to go and cut this out, because then you're going to have it sticking out anyways. So just kind of grind the end off, and then make a little mark where it's going to mount up to. Drill a hole. There's bolts in this, comes with this Nylite kit. You're going to have some bolts that just go right through this bracket and into the light bar. Okay. It's a bolt probably about 1 inch long. Just use that for reference so you know how big a hole to drill. And then I put a washer with a locking washer on this side. And there's those little Allen that it comes with, those little Allen bolts. And I just mount it right up. But all you got to do is just cut the end of that bracket and it'll work fine. But I was stressing. I didn't know what I was going to do. I thought I was going to have to send the brackets back. And then I thought, you know what, I'll just cut it. And then that's why I decided to make this video, so nobody else stresses on that. But like I said, pull off the bumper, or this grill, pull off the grill, and it'll make your life a lot easier. And then I already showed you the tools needed. Oh, one more thing. So this is for my ditch lights, okay? So you can either, it's going to show you in the directions, you can either connect this red wire to this blank right here. See, these wires are going to be hanging. They're just going to be hanging there. So you can connect this red wire just like that to that blank. But if you do that, the light is going to be illuminated the entire time. Even when you shut your vehicle off, it's going to be illuminated in blue. So when your vehicle's just sitting there 24 hours a day, it's going to be lit up in blue. Now, if you don't want that, then don't plug that red wire into there. Plug the white wire into that little blank right there like that. If you plug the white wire instead of this red wire, plug this white wire in, then this will turn on only when you flip the switch to on. Okay, when it's off, it won't be lit up. Then you flip it to on, then it'll be lit up. Okay, it's LED. It's not going to kill your battery, really. I mean, it could over time, but still, I mean, I don't know if you really want it lit up 24/7. Okay, another thing you can do is you can run, I believe it's this red wire right here, to the fuse box, like your ignition. So once you turn your vehicle on, once you start the truck, then this light will be lit up. And then when you shut it off, it'll go off. I may do that. I just didn't have time today. I may do that. And then, that way when you're driving, if it's dark at night, and your switch will be lit up when you're, driving around, you'll be able to see it real easy. And then it'll go off once you turn your vehicle off. But anyways, that's it. Night light. I like it. It's bright. It's awesome. I pulled it out in the street and it lit up the whole street. From Amazon, LED 32-inch nightlight light bar for a second-gen Toyota Tacoma. If you have any questions, leave a comment, ask me. I'll try to get back to you. Like I said, this is my first video that I'm making, but I would appreciate a thumbs up and a like, and I'll make another video on the ditch lights. For those that are into dirt bikes, I just bought this KX 450. It's a 2022. I put a lot of upgrades on here. I'm going to probably make a video on that, a review on that. But, I know that's off the subject of the LED light bar. But if you have any questions on the light bar, hit me up, leave me a comment. Thanks, and have a great day, and Merry Christmas, everyone.